Hey, Chidobe. I'm from
Sure.
Sports Spectrum. We cover sports and faith. Follow you on social media where I see that you like to say whoever has God lacks nothing. I also understand that you God is a part of the meaning of your name. I would just love to know. Can you tell us where it is that what your name means, and then just how you rely on your faith in Jesus?
Yeah, my faith is everything. Testament to God always and His grace and mercy in my life. I'm a living testimony of that, and everything I do, I treat football like a platform to, open eyes to the faith of Christianity and accepting Jesus Christ as our Savior. My name means for God to protect and guide through crisis. So I feel like my name is a walking prayer every time that I, do anything. My name's already praying for me. So it's very important to me, and my culture is very important. And yeah, that thing I have in my bio where it says, "Whoever has God lacks nothing." It's the prayer of Santa Teresa of Avila, and my mom used to love that prayer, so I kind of inherited it from her. So yeah.
Valerie, go ahead with your question. All right, we're going to move over to Lewis. Lewis, you can go ahead.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing well.
This is Louis Grasso with WRHU New York, and I've also checked out your social media. I follow you. I follow you on Twitter, and I saw that on February 2nd, a week ago today, you said a quote that said, a star quote, "It changed my life, took me off the block. Now my change is right," end quote. I just wanted to know, is that you just referring to what football has done in your life in general, or was that, you moving over from Dallas to Cincinnati and now that being a change that you feel is right? Is that a combination, or what was the meaning behind that tweet?
Yeah, so I was listening to Nipsey Hussle and one of his old tapes, and he had a song called Rap Music, and he was talking about, how rap music basically changed his life, took him off the block. Now his change is right, like his money, his life, everything he's doing, is right now. So I just, obviously a Nipsey Hussle fan, being from California, and listening to his music is very motivational for me. So when I tweeted that, yeah, I kind of felt like football has done a lot for me, just brought me this far. I had a chance to go back and watch a video of when I committed to Colorado. And at that moment, that's when it hit me that, like, wow, Cheeto, look how far you took it. You're playing in the Super Bowl now. So just extremely blessed and, grateful for this game. I respect the game, respect the people that came before me. Um, yeah, so just, nod to what football is and what it's done for me.
Hi, Chidobe. I was wondering if you could tell me about how you guys have been such an opportunistic defense this year and how much pride you guys taking as a unit in getting the ball back for your offense, and do any turnovers from this year stand out the most?
Yeah, it's definitely a see ball, get ball mentality on our defense. And, I think it starts up front with those guys hunting after the quarterback. Not a lot of quarterbacks have that many opportunities to have just easy throws. Those guys are going to hunt after them. And, our generals, our linebackers in the middle, they always have preached turnovers, especially Jermaine Pratt. This guy is, just a ball guy. He's always talked about turnovers, always is keeping it on our mind. Even dating back to camp, he was just randomly sending a picture of the Super Bowl trophy. This trophy, or what? Yeah, these trophies right here. He was just sending a picture of it, and it'd be like 5 a.m. Like, all right, yeah, I know what we got going on, but it's always on their mind. They're always trying to find ways to lead, and yeah, that's basically our mentality, is just to be aggressive and play our game. We know the opportunity is gonna come, make the play, and then shoot, try to get in the end zone after.
What's up, Cheeto? This is Jack from Northwestern. I know you and Cooper Cup, you guys actually share the same agent. So I was wondering if you guys have a relationship off the field, if any, what that is.
Yeah, I have Cooper is one of the most, he has the most respect from me, especially the players in the league. It's one of the players that's in my top tier respect levels, just how he carries himself as a father, a husband, a player, his preparation that goes into it. We had the chance to train together, before the draft in 2017, and we were doing, releases, one-on-ones and stuff, competing in the 40, change his direction drills and everything. And I really got a chance to know his nature. And it's just crazy how things come full circle. You know, I remember Ryan Lindley was also helping us in our training and stuff. And he used to say, like, you know, he can imagine me and Cooper, how our career is going to be because of how we prepared and how, you know, we similarly respected the game. So, yeah, it's just, you know, it's a great opportunity to go against that guy. It's a friend of mine. You know, we follow each other on all social medias. And every time we're back in California, you know, we kind of, and we're at the agency, it's just like nothing changed. So healthy respect for Cooper.
Hi, Cheeto. How are you doing today?
Well, I'm doing well.
I just wanted to say you, Eli, and Hilton all arrived within the same week last March. How have you three built the chemistry together to kind of turn this team around in a single season?
No, it's a great question. I had a chance to think about this a little bit, and it's crazy because I think that our scouting department is one of the smallest in the NFL, but you know they're by far the most hardworking. You know, just them being able to get all the guys that they've got in free agency, you know, draft the guys that they've gotten, hit on everybody pretty much. You know, just been a hit on everybody, and more than that, you know, the right culture guys. You know, it's not just me, Mike, and Eli. I started probably 6 years ago with TB and, you know, Sam Hubbard and Jesse Bates and all those guys, and, you know, getting everything situated, you know, sticking with guys. Just a real blue collar, you know, group of our scouts. I feel like just, you know, getting the job done. And you could tell that it mimics the city of Cincinnati, blue collar city, blue collar place where people just, you know, rise up and go to work regardless of circumstance, regardless if it's snowing, if you know, it's raining, people on the street doing stuff, whatever, traffic, you know, you have to get up and go to work. So it's a credit to the scouting department and the front office for sure for, you know, bringing all of us here, and definitely making it be seamless. The culture in the locker room was crazy. You know, I've never been on a team like this in the NFL where, you know, it feels like college. Like we know each other, that we'll go to bat for each other. So it's just a real beautiful thing to be a part of.
Hi, Chidobe. How you doing?
Doing well.
Great. So, you played for Dallas for 4 years, and you signed with the Bengals this offseason. I just want to know, what was it about this team that attracted you the most?
It was interesting. I'll be honest. When I first got Cincinnati was one of the first teams that believed in me and wanted me as soon as free agency started, and that was very important to me. But at that time, I didn't know too much about the Bengals, so I was kind of still, you know, wondering what I was going to do. But, you know, after doing a little bit of research and, you know, listening to Coach Zach and what the guys were telling me, it was like I felt an attachment to this place. You know, I felt a real big attachment, you know, opportunity to be part of something special and the opportunity to build something. I feel like in this environment is when I play my best football, when, you know, guys are really back against the wall, have to, you know, prove ourselves, have to do whatever it takes to win and to build a culture and to build, you know, a standard and all that stuff. You know, I really feel like Cincinnati gave me that chance, and I'm truly blessed to, you know, have this opportunity. You know, they believed in me, and that extremely heightened my belief in this team. You know, so they gave me opportunities to lead, opportunities to be myself, to play my game, and I'm extremely thankful for that, man. Really, really thankful.
What's happening? Josh from JD here. I know, obviously, as a free agent, you're coming in. Hey, these games against a very talented Rams offense, are these the kind of games that you look forward to proving yourself and maybe showing the other teams, hey, listen, like you let me go, but now I'm here and I'm here to show you what I can do on the biggest stage?
It's interesting thought, right? You know, of course, you want to prove yourself and you want to play your best football and do all this stuff. But one of our veteran leaders, Ricardo Allen, he said one time that, you know, in the playoffs, you just have to be good enough. You know, you have to just win the game. No one cares how you win that game. You just have to win it. And I think that's something that we've kind of stuck to. You know, you see the situations that we got to against Tennessee, against Kansas City. You know, we just stuck with it. And even Oakland too, or Las Vegas. And I think that the Super Bowl is going to be no different. You know, there's no ego, there's no pride. It's all just win the game. You know, however you got to do it, however we got to do it. You know, we want to win the game. The chips will fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make some plays. We're going to make some plays. But at the end of the day, if we really want to cement ourselves as, you know, a legacy Cincinnati Bengal team, I think it's very important that we win this game.
Cheeto, when you signed with the Bengals, it was a new organization. How has the change of scenery benefited you, and how has that impacted you as a player on the field?
Yeah, I think it's benefited me greatly. You know, it's given me new life in football. Just seeing that football can be played, without all the lights. We don't have the best, you know, like foundational pieces in Cincinnati in terms of, we don't have an indoor. Everybody always talks about we don't have an indoor, or, some things aren't really up to date. Cincinnati, people may not understand what the city is, but again, it all goes back to that blue collar mentality. And I think that's the type of person I am, and I fit right in, with all the people on this team and the city of Cincinnati. Just, we get to work, we have to get to work, and we have to, do our job the best we can. And I learned that very quick, that it don't take much to form a winning football team. Football's football. You can play anywhere. You're either gonna win or you're gonna lose, and you have to win your individual matchups. And I think we just have that mindset, that dog mentality, that there's no excuses, and we're gonna get it done, no matter what. So I think it's given me a healthy, respect for the city of Cincinnati and my teammates, who've been here, who've gone through it, and now, we're starting to see what we could truly be.
Hey, Cheeto, this is Matt with USA Today. Can you point to a specific game or play this season where you may have realized that this could be a special season for you?
A special play, probably not. Corner's an interesting position to where your results are based off of, your ability to guard somebody else and stop somebody else, So obviously, the first game going against, Justin Jefferson, just being able to move with him, compete with him, it was a great stepping stone. But I definitely think it started in the offseason. My mindset this offseason was so dialed in and so locked in. My mom always says, and this is something that I live by, a code that I live by, that God has done his part. God has already won. He doesn't need to run his race anymore. He's already won. Now you have to do your part. And I feel like a lot of times, in our lives, we wait for opportunity or we wait for a sign, but there's signs, that you have to go. You have to do it. You have to prepare. And this offseason, I boiled down to that. I structured my offseason in a way where, I was doing something pretty much every day, trying to get better, whether it's, running, PT, lifting, position drills, speed drills. I was doing it all. And my mindset, I was working on my mind a lot. So I wanted to take control of my life. And like I said, God has already won. He's already done his part. Now I have to, be able to step into his grace and do mine too. So I think in the off season is where I really felt like I could have a good season.
Hello, Cheeto. How you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Listen, I just want you to know, just tell us about the challenges. I'm sorry, this is Doug Brooks of Spotlight Sports Network. Just tell us the challenges in preparing for this receiver combo that we have here in Cooper and in Van Jefferson and of course Odell Beckham. Just tell us the challenges that you guys are thinking about.
Yeah, so this team is incredibly talented on both sides of the ball. A lot of their offense obviously runs through number 10, and Odell has come in and done a great job. And I was actually supposed to play him against Cleveland, and that was the week that everything happened, and he ended up going to the Rams. So I was actually preparing to play him, and the stuff I saw on film, it didn't look like he lost a step or whatever people were saying. He looked still the same, great receiver. So again, I have a healthy respect for all these guys. They're great receivers, and I know our DBs are the same way. So we're gonna go out there, play our game, try to dominate, do our best, and yeah, we'll see where that ends up. I'm excited for the challenge. I know we're excited for the challenge, and yeah, I don't like to talk too much or build people up, but these guys are a great group, and I think it's going to be a great test for us.
Hey, just curious, what has Eli Apple meant to you this season? What have you learned from just working alongside him this year?
It's been incredible. Eli is a big energy guy. He's the spark plug of our defense pretty much. When Eli's feeling good, we all feeling good. So He brings the energy. His technique is phenomenal. He's been able to make a lot of plays on the ball and have opportunities. And one thing that I like is that in this DB room, we all speak the same language. When Eli sees something, he could come up to me and tell me, "Oh, this concept, da 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 da," and I'll understand what he's saying. Or I could come up to him and say, "Da da 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 da," and understand what I'm saying. So he's meant a lot. Just looking on the other side and knowing that you have a dog on the other side, and he's gonna, do whatever it takes to win, and he's gonna let them know about it too. Before the game, during the game, after the game. Yeah, that's the kind of guy I want to rock with. So I'm blessed to play with him, and I'm excited to see what he does this game. I know he has something cooked up.
Hey, Chidobe, Rocco, WRHU New York. Congratulations for getting here so far. Just a quick question for you. Can you I know you probably talked about it before, but can you just go a little bit more in depth of why you chose Cincinnati free agency? What it really spoke to you? And nothing was guaranteed so far this season, especially the Super Bowl run. What really stood out to you about Cincinnati?
Yeah. Well, I prayed about it. Obviously in the off season for direction. That where I'm gonna go and all that kind of stuff, and to stay humble through the process. And Cincinnati showed me something that I desired, very early, which was respect. This whole year for me has been about respect. I want people to respect my game, and I want to look at some of my film and know that I'm proud of what I put out there. And Cincinnati spoke that into existence for me. The things that they were telling me. The respect that they have for their players already, the locker room and stuff like that. It lended me, a great thought that, I could fit in with this team. And I had other offers on the table, one more offer that was more money, but, at that time I had already committed to Cincinnati, and I was real proud of and happy of how they were talking to me and how they spoke about the locker room and everything like that. So it just, once a man gives his word, he got to stick by it. So I knew God would guide me from there, and look where we are now. So it may look like I'm a genius and I knew this was going to happen. I did not, but I did know that we had the pieces in the locker room. And that's sometimes the most important thing.
Hello again. This is Shelby from Backsports Page. You never matched up against the Rams in the regular season, but is there an opponent from the regular season that you think best prepared y'all for this matchup?
Yeah. The 49ers have a similar style of offense. The Raiders kind of have a similar style of offense, some of their stuff. But the Rams are unique. Everybody knows about Sean McVay and his talent to produce plays and, good defenses rattled and stuff. I've had the pleasure of playing, the Rams, at least maybe 4 or 5 times when I was with the Cowboys. So, they're running some of the same stuff, some of the stuff they changed, but I think, a lot of the guys, we just been having 2 weeks to prepare with this type of veteran group, that's a definite advantage. So we've been on top of all the keys and tendencies, anything that they give us, we're going to be on top of it.
Oh, Jay Nelson from Sideline Sports. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm trying to play with these headphones. They keep slipping out, but yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, I understand, man. I totally get it. What do you love the most, aside from the other teams you've been with? You just previously with the Cowboys. What would you say you love the most about the team culture of the Cincinnati Bengals that fits you?
It's too many things to name. I guess when you say the most, I would just say that everybody respects one another. From offense to defense, quarterback to DB to lineman. Coach to coach, coach to player. It's a healthy family environment. And obviously the front office is a family. You can tell that we've inherited that. We've inherited, being a brotherhood. This season is like, it couldn't end any other way than this happening because of just how close we are and how much fun we're having together, we all have like a unique relationship, like individually with people, not just like DBs to linebackers or linebackers to running backs. It's like, Eli and Pratt have a unique relationship. Jesse and Jordan Evans have a unique relationship. Joe and I have a unique relationship. Everybody has a unique relationship. And I think it's showing that, how tight we are, how close we are as a group. And again, like I said, I think, coming to the Super Bowl, at least getting here, I know that the locker room is important. And we have, I mean, obviously I haven't been in everybody's locker room, but I could definitely say we have one of the top locker rooms in the NFL.
I don't know if I'm called on, but I'm unmuted, so I'll go. Hey, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm all right. So, in preparation, you guys, especially the secondary, obviously, you do such a good job with your Tuesday meetings and all of that. Are you watching extra film because you have a second week? Or are you trying to avoid the paralysis by analysis? And what happened Tuesday? Did you do your Tuesday Chick-fil-A meeting, or did you skip it this week?
Yeah, so we've had 2 weeks to prepare. It was funny after we won the game, one of the first statements that was made was like, they're gonna give us 2 weeks to prepare because, we just been on top of it, concepts, tendencies, trying to figure out what the offense likes to do. So yeah, we actually had more individualized meetings, player with player, 5 guys would be in this meeting, another 5 guys would be in that meeting. We handled that before we got here, but we plan to meet again as a defensive unit or defensive secondary unit later in the week. But yeah, it's not paralysis by analysis. It's really just fine tuning. I told myself that it's going to take a lot of like keys and tendencies for me to take a note down because I don't want to just write everything. I could go through a whole season of film and, write everything, and that probably won't get me anywhere. But I told myself, if I see something, enough times, I'm gonna write that. That's when I'm gonna write it down. If not, then I'm just gonna keep it in my head and, keep my notes kind of concise. So I think all the guys are doing the same.
Hey, Cheeto. I'm wondering, I've been hopping around here, so apologize if this has been asked, but what do you think is Lou's greatest attribute as a coach, as a coordinator?
Lou is he's a mega mind. He's a mega mind. I didn't realize it when I first got here. I just thought that we were going to play every defense in the book, and he really respects and trusts his players, which he does. But the way that he puts together a game plan, it's like it gives you the confidence that you're gonna win if you execute this game plan. Like there's no gray area. For this play, we're gonna do this. I asked a question. Oh no, we have to check for that. It's like everything's covered, and testament to him. Our secondary staff, our linebacker staff, D-line staff, everybody's just on top of it, man. And I'm just really blessed to play with Coach Lou. He always has a smile on his face. Me and him have a special relationship. So definitely one of my favorite coaches to play for and play with. And yeah, he's mega mind. He's just a great football guy. He knows everything pretty much about how to play concepts, how to handle issues in the defensive area, and especially the secondary.
Jay, did you have a follow-up?
Yeah, if I could, Eli said one of the things is that he is willing to listen to you guys and take suggestions on adjustments that need to be made. Was there a game this year where that really kind of manifested itself, where he took your guys' suggestions and made tweaks at halftime or in the second half?
It's happened. It's definitely happened. But obviously, we're only making suggestions off of what he, installed already. Calls that he has in the game plan and stuff that we might have seen. I don't know if I should say this, but there was one game. Kansas City, the first time we played them, there was a third down that we had in the red zone, and I had been telling Coach Lou like run cover zero, run cover zero, run cover zero. Just run it, just run it, just run it, just run it. And obviously it's Mahomes, and you can get into trouble running cover zero, but we ended up doing it on a third down, critical third down. We got off the field. Eli and Mike had a great, play and exchange, and yeah, I ran off to the sideline and had a big smile on my face. I remember Coach Lou had a big smile on his face. Then he called me the next day and he was like, yeah, the next time, we win, I want to see that same big smile and stuff like that. So, yeah, he definitely listens to his players. And, he's just, one of the best coaches that I've been around and best guys I've been around.
All right. Thank you, Cheeto.
Yeah.